Coach, you could please start off that opening statement.
Sure. Well, obviously we're very pleased to be advancing through this tournament, and I thought the game sort of played out how I thought it was. We knew it was going to be hard fought, back-to-back nights. I thought we were a little bit fatigued and really fought through it to come out on top in the last 4, 5, 6 minutes. I think we just took control of the game. So proud of my team and just happy that we're living to play another day.
Coach, I think well documented, throughout the year. Seems like you guys just always find a way to win. I mean, three-point ball not falling like it was yesterday, but you found a way to get some points around the rim. Obviously, Don Borelli, huge game, and like you say, at this point of the year, just the name of the game is advancing, and you were able to do that.
Yeah, and they give us a little bit of trouble. They picked us up 94 feet, so they put some pressure on Dino for 40 minutes. And on back-to-back games, that puts a lot of pressure on your point guard. And they extended us, so I think we were going to have to, they didn't really want to let Roy or Neil shoot open shots. So they were pushing us to the basket, and we either had to get dribble drives, foul shots, or post play. And you're right, I mean, the difference in the game was Dom played a terrific game, both on offense and defense, right from the very beginning. He was on his game. So, sometimes when the seniors realize this is it, they step it up to another level, and we were fortunate that Dom did that tonight.
Yeah, maybe on a different level, and obviously not as out of nowhere as Isaiah was yesterday,
right.
But similar to what we talked about yesterday, and that you kind of need these performances sometimes to advance.
Well, we've talked about it a lot. I've coached a long time, and to win these kind of tournaments, you need people to play. Somebody's got to play above normal, and Isaiah's performance yesterday was a shot in the arm. We needed it, and this is above Dom's normal. I mean, those aren't his numbers. So for him to be able to do that, Chris was in foul trouble again. We needed Dom to step up, and he did. And it offset some performances from some of our other guys who are usually our top producers. So you never know who it's going to be, man. We've got one more to play, and it could be somebody else. So we're just happy Dom came to play tonight.
I guess maybe quickly look forward, to the next 2 days. Obviously, tomorrow, no game, and then Tuesday, you're back in a regional final here. I think we kind of, tongue-in-cheek joked about that. The only time you would advance to Elite Eight was, back in 2000 at the regional year. But same hotel, everything, and now 2 games later, you're in it.
Yeah, it's sort of surreal actually. So we've, like I said at the beginning, we're happy to advance, and I think after you win the second one, we can sit back and relax a little bit tonight. We can try to get our legs back underneath us tomorrow, and hopefully have enough juice. We'll recover physically a little bit by Tuesday, because no matter which team we play here, obviously Southern Connecticut is just terrific. They've had an unbelievable year, and Pierce is the defending champion. You're not going to sleep on Franklin Pierce, so we know that whoever we get on Tuesday, it's going to be a very difficult game for us. So hopefully we'll be ready. You can't win it if you don't get in it, right? So we're happy to be there.
And lastly, maybe just talk about the guy to your right. Kind of just the season he's had and maybe where he's grown since you got him 4 years ago. 4 threes today, tied Matt Cahill's single-season record of 105 for the season from back in 05-06.
Oh, we're talking about Neil?
We're talking about Neil, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Neil's funny. I mean, and Neil will tell you too. I've always maintained with John that this is what he was capable of doing, and maybe this year now he's a senior. He's getting really significantly consistent minutes, and I think Neil, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, might have been our most consistent player. He does what he does, and I guess through the early part of his career, he's one of the greatest shooters that we've ever had, but has never really put it into the season. You know what I'm saying? And had been sporadic in his shooting. His minutes were sporadic, and this year his minutes are consistent, and his shooting's been consistent. We're not where we are today without the kind of year that John Nielsen's had. I can tell you that.
I guess for you guys, for Dom, I mean, just talk about your day. Obviously, had an opportunity today and came through.
Yeah, I had a good opportunity coming in. Chris got in foul trouble, like Coach said, so I got the opportunity to play more minutes than normal. And it's like Coach said, it's your senior year. This could potentially be your last game, and if that doesn't light a fire under you, I don't think anything else will.
Neil, for you, I mean, to tie the single season record and, still have a game to go to break it, kind of just talk about what that means to you personally, before we get to the actual win.
It's a nice accolade, but I mean, it doesn't really compare to winning a regional championship. So, couldn't really do it without my teammates, Don, Chris, and Mike, setting screens for me. Vic, who I put me in the right situations, getting the ball in my hand. So, it's nice, but I think we really need to look at the bigger picture and look forward to Tuesday.
Yeah, how special is this? Just go through these 4 years with guys like Dom and Dino, and come out here and your last season and make a run here late like this.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a long 4 years, but I think I can speak for Dom. We don't want it to end just yet, so we'll be ready for Tuesday. Like Dom said, playing your last game, if that doesn't light on fire under you, and I don't know what else will. So we'll be ready for Tuesday.
Okay. Coach Marcelo Cari from Starlight Media. Congratulations for the win today.
Thank you.
And you have 5 players in double figures, very impressive. What can you tell us? The game seems to be very even, but you were leading most of the time. But until they catch out with 8:45 minutes left in the second half, what exactly you said to your players at that point to seal the victory? Because you guys never look back from there.
Yeah, it's a funny group. We've been in that situation a lot. Whether it's the 6-minute mark or the 4-minute mark, and then they just. During one of those timeouts, we really did have a discussion. It was like, this is it. This is the time. And just the look at everybody's face was, they knew it was time, and there's no excuses. We have to make plays. Because we went through a stretch there where we really weren't making any plays. They weren't either, and it just allowed us to stay in the game. But, then the last 4 minutes, we just took it over. And we finally made some plays and got a little bit of a lead that they weren't going to come back from. So, sometimes it's the will to win, and I really, you could see in their eyes that they didn't want it. The kids are saying they didn't want it to end, and I believe them. That's what it looked like.
For Dominic, how you feel about your performance today and taking your team to the finals?
I'm very happy with my performance. I definitely couldn't have done it without the guys around me. They carried us throughout the season, everyone else. I had a good game today, but we couldn't have even been in this position without Roy's performance yesterday, or Isaiah's performance yesterday, or Mike's performance throughout the season. None of this could have happened without them throughout the whole year.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck on Tuesday.
Okay, thanks.
And